They run. Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
On the carry.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9 now. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 47.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Cook. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
He's across midfield.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Jaguars 0. Chase McLaughlin sets to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
By number 21.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll let this one go. And got his man complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he finds Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, the second leader has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
11 more on that one and another first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Now a run with Cook. And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And now movement and a whistle. They may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Jaguar first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 14, Vikings 10. Josh Lambo to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On the ground, it's Cook. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Dorsett. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Their own 42-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, and give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a dump off here complete. That one good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Give to Cook out of the gun.
You see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. .38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Still 15 yards to go, second down.
Season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because
under pressure, and they got to him again. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
2nd and 15. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Jaguars.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 47 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. Completes it.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Their own 14-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
He was brought down.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jonnu Smith hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Vikings 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 46-yard line.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. They don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. He finds Sharp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back.
The greatest show on earth.
He takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 50.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, Maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And over the middle, and it's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
Quickly completed to the right flank. And he's across for a touchdown. Too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Vikings' 40-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now they try the right side here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
4th down.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.